Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and you're watching another live edition of the LockerGnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short. Your daily dose of geek news, product views, and answers that you can use like an answer to the question. When this was being streamed live on YouTube, which is happening right now, why was Chris 5 minutes late? Glad you asked, because I could not find my iPad. This iPad right here, which obviously I found. I was freaking out. I couldn't figure out what the hell. Where's the iPad? Where could it have gone? I'm looking everywhere, or in my workshop here. And I'm like, where is it? And Diana said, did you take it here? I'm like, no. Are you doing here? No, I don't. Where the hell would it be? It was in the stack of baby stuff that I used yesterday in the video talking about being a geek dad. And it was like sandwiched in between Goodnight iPad and the Star Wars ABCs. And so that's where it was. That's you silly thing. I only found it because Find My iPhone, the app, you can pray. I was praying. I'm like, where the hell did it go? Well, it couldn't have, walked off. No one would have absconded with it. No one was here. So I knew it had to be here somewhere. Just couldn't find it. So anyway, I love Find My iPad, or iPhone, that feature. Best feature ever. Press a button. I need that installed on you. So that way I don't have to wonder, well, where's Diana? We're going to do that to the kid, right? We're going to chip them. Isn't that what you do to kids? Just, slap something around their neck? They have, leashes for kids, don't they?
I know.
You're not supposed to put it around their neck. Ankle, I think. So that way if they start running away, you just, tug back like that.
On their ankle?
Yeah, and then they fall flat on their face. You just kind of scrape them along. They don't want to go. Right?
No.
Oh, apparently I need to do a little more research then. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. That's a great way of starting this video, I think. Tomorrow, before I forget, I will be late. I'm heading off for a business trip, a very brief business trip. I'm going to be in and out for that business trip, and you won't find much more information than that. I'll be covering it, of course, in the blog, but not the trip, or the reason for the trip. I'm going down to talk to a tech company, down to California. Has nothing to do with Comic-Con. Can't say anything more than that, really. Do not pry. Do not ask me what I'm doing. You'll figure it out sooner or later. Or you'll find out. I'll tell you that. I can promise you that. 912 patrons today. We are inching towards 1,000. 1,000 patrons, hopefully, by my birthday this weekend, this Saturday. I'm hoping. And that'll be great. So I'm going to be, if that happens, I'll be doing a live broadcast on my birthday, Saturday. I know many people are relaxing on the weekend. Me, I'm working. Very happy to work for you. And I don't know what's going to happen on that live stream yet. But I'm thinking it'll be between 2 and 4 hours, potentially. Me and you, right here, on the internet, interacting. That'll be a live stream for everybody to tune into, not just the patrons tuning in live. Of course, everybody will be able to enjoy it. Assuming you enjoy watching the stuff that I do, as crazy as it might be on any given day. You can become a patron. Head over to chrispirillo.com. Yes, they do take PayPal. Now, before I move into a severe lack of news, let me remind everybody that the PlayStation 4 Battlefield bundled giveaway is still going on. If you want a PlayStation 4, you've got a chance. Deals.lockergnome.com. I should probably mention this. We received it after the baby shower. You want to talk about geeks and products and babies and becoming a geek dad. We were sent this gift. Al Yankovic's. Oh, this is his second book, actually. The first book was When I Grow Up. This is the second book, My New Teacher and Me. Did you know that Weird Al wrote children's books? He does. And the plan is that Baby Pirillo, their first concert will be a Weird Al Yankovic concert, and we will likely be bringing one of their Weird Al Yankovic books, which is also an ebook. I have the ebook here, too, because I didn't know if I was ever going to get... Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. This is not the printed book. This is the ebook of When I Grow Up. This is the other book that Al narrates. So we're going with both options here in the Pirillo household when it comes to not raising a geek, because we don't know if the child's going to be a geek, but, let's face it. It's going to be surrounded by many a geeky thing. This looks like Tech Hive is the resource. Amazon customers, according to this survey. Now, I don't think this would be directly from Amazon, because Amazon doesn't really release many numbers about the things they do and the things that they sell. But, according to this research, Amazon customers, this should come to no shock to anybody, or as no shock, or you should not be shocked with this news. Amazon customers prefer DRM-free ebooks. Not a surprise at all. So, the Weird Al Yankovic book that I was just showing you there, there's DRM associated with it, but it's not an ebook, it's an app. Because the ebook would have been $13, $12, $13, and the app was like Same content. The app was like $3. I'm like, why wouldn't I get the app? Why would I buy the ebook when I can get the app? So I ended up just buying the app, $3. And was happy with that. It's a universal app, plays well on the iPad and the iPhone. But obviously with an app, there's DRM associated. We're talking about just regular old books. And it doesn't surprise me at all. I've been a big advocate, even going all the way back when I was first starting to distribute ebooks back in 2001. I was selling ebooks online, and a lot of people were upset at me for that. They said, information needs to be free, you jerk. I'm like, sure, information needs to be free, but how much is knowledge worth? How much is wisdom worth? It's priceless. So I sold ebooks a long time ago and did not slap any DRM on it. I've not been a fan of DRM in general. So it doesn't surprise me that Amazon customers prefer DRM-free books, of course, ebooks, because there's no DRM associated with this book. Oh, I'm sorry, did I not show you this book? Brand new, hot off the presses. New book smell. Good night, Darth Vader. Look at this on the back. There's Jango Fett and Boba Fett. I need a drink. No, now go to sleep now. Read me a story. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm still hungry. Good night, Vader. It's the perfect book for fathers to be, I think, really, this Good Night, Darth Vader. It's been in the works for a while. I have, I think, 3 copies of the other books, Vader's Little Princess and Darth Vader and Son. I've not yet read this, but, of course, I love the title because it's got Darth Vader. Big hit with parents and geek wannabe children, or maybe existing geek children. So anyway, I'm not bored. I'm saying, why am I yawning? Am I already like boring myself? That's crazy. I'm the one doing it. How can I be bored? Anyway, so Amazon customers prefer DRM-free ebooks because to me, it's about the portability of being able to take that ebook and use it anywhere, use it everywhere. I don't want to have to worry about it. When I bought into the Humble Bundle for Doctor Who stuff, one of the big pulls for me was being able to get all of these Doctor Who comics, and they were in PDF format. No DRMs no DRMs. Yeah, listen to me. On the internets, there were no DRMs at all. Let me see here. I think I'm logged into my Kindle account with this device. If not, yes, I am. Yay! Look at that. All of these PDFs, they're comics. I couldn't even get all of them into Amazon because they had like a file size limitation, which kind of sucked. But what was great about being able to put my PDFs in Amazon was the fact that I'd be able to get to them from anywhere. And these comics perfectly optimized for the screen. They're PDFs, DRM-free, digital rights management. In case anybody missed the memo on that, what is DRM? DRM would mean if I were to release an ebook, I would say, here, anybody, you could use it anywhere, just buy it, whatever. You could use it anywhere. No DRM, no restrictions, no digital rights management. If someone slaps DRM on top of an ebook, that means it can only be used maybe a certain amount of times, maybe by a certain user, maybe only on a certain device. They can limit it. They can limit access to that content, that ebook. And it's frustrating in a day and age when it's not as easy to get to that type of content without DRM, placed upon these files. For years, people would download MP3s, music, digital music, because it was easy. It was convenient. And the only way the music industry had to fight it was to slap DRM on top of these digital music files, which, of course, the publishing industry was all for. They wanted to limit access and make sure they were getting their due, which I think it's okay to approach it from that perspective. I think from the as far as the industry is concerned, I think you deserve the revenue that you are owed if someone's enjoying the stuff that you've done. I really do believe that. It's one of the reasons why I'm a big believer that people who block ads do not deserve access to the internet, because they're taking without giving, effectively. And so anyway, let me just add an addendum. I don't want to slam people because I know some people block ads, but they became my patron. So I'm okay. It's fine. They're not taking from me. They're giving, and it's a give and take situation. You can't just take. It just doesn't work that way. It's a give and take. So anyway, for years and years and years, music piracy still happened. Well, now Spotify comes along. They pretty much have, I'm not gonna say the ultimate library, but the biggest library on the galaxy, on the planet Earth. And so you didn't need to worry about getting access to music anymore. You just subscribe to Spotify. Who needs to manage music? They're doing it for you, and they got everything, or pretty much everything that you might need. Not everything. They don't have all my favorite Moxie Fruvis albums, unfortunately. But iTunes made it easy to buy music a la carte And pretty much, the files were limited with DRM. You could pay for, I think it was, what was it called, iTunes Plus. You could pay more to get a DRM free, not free music, DRM free music file or media file. So effectively, DRM has been a big deal, and it's a pain in the ass. That's what DRM boils down to. It's a pain in the ass, and it's expensive. Potentially expensive in more ways than one. I have not purchased a lot of DRM restricted media, knowing that I could not, or would not be able to get to it at any point in the future if I didn't have a certain device or an account, or if I didn't pay money, or, over and over again. So, for example, I bought this PDF, or basically through the Humble Bundle, I bought this PDF or the ability to download this PDF and use it anywhere. Oh, I'm not having the rights to rebroadcast. I gotta be careful, but I can zoom in and move around, and I can read the comic here, or I could read it on one of my Amazon tablets. I can read it on any app that can take a PDF file. Genius, right? So apparently, Amazon customers prefer that. They prefer the portability of their media, and I again, as I said before, this should come as no surprise to anybody. It's just easier. It's more convenient, and I would hope that would become the norm. Ultimately, I don't mind DRM if it's not cost prohibitive, and I know I'm going to be in an ecosystem for a while. Like Netflix, it's not really, I guess the video's locked down with DRM, but I'm going to have a Netflix account forever. Or I'm not going to say forever, for the foreseeable future. Or access to Spotify music. I'm willing to rent. I'm willing to spend money to know that I'm going to be able to get to the content that I want to get to. A lot of the content that I want to get to, maybe not all the content I want to get to, but enough of it, right? And there's times that I want to buy the books too, hoping that I could get the digital equivalent at some point, like the Star Wars. This is based on the original rough draft screenplay by George Lucas. This was almost Star Wars, the movie. So it's the Star Wars. This is a comic adaptation of the original screenplay. I cannot wait to read this. Just got it today. This is also hot off the presses. Right here, new book smell. Right there. I would want this digitally because, for example, I'm taking a trip tomorrow. Am I going to bring this book? No. I want a digital copy because I'm probably, the only device I'm going to be traveling with tomorrow is the phone. That's it. That's all I need. I could travel with my iPad as well, but I might. No, I'm probably just gonna travel with it. I'm gonna travel I'm gonna be there and back, there and gone, there and back. It's so easy. So I would want the access to that book digitally, just for that period of time. I'm not gonna buy the digital copy of that book though, because I already have the printed copy, and I think I'm fine with the printed copy for now. And if I get the bonus as a digital copy, that would be nice. I would probably buy more printed books if I got the digital copy with it. I'd be a fan of that. I'd like that because I don't want to keep spending money on the same content over and over again. I just want to know that I can get to it from a variety of places. And we're just kind of in that chasm, really, between the validity of buying content or rebuying it for the proper licensing. Are you okay, hon? Mm-hmm. Okay. She was rubbing her belly. Can you pat your head at the same time? She's doing it. This is amazing. I didn't think you could pull that off. So back to this was all based on one news story as well as some things that I got today. Amazon customers prefer DRM-free ebooks. Pinterest, Tumblr drive more website traffic than Twitter, says Stat Counter. So stats say that Twitter sucks at driving traffic. Facebook sucks at driving traffic. Pinterest is great if you like Pinterest. I've got a Pinterest account. I think I'm the wrong demo for Pinterest because Pinterest seems to attract more females, and I'm not female, but you don't really get into Pinterest that much. No. Kind of surprises me because they have a lot of food and cooking and fashion and stuff.
Yeah. Well, even a lot of people that try to do Pinterest, they say that their Pinterest always turns into a fail.
Really?
Like it looks pretty, and they try to attempt to do it, and it never
just fails?
turns out.
Wow. That's kind of disappointing.
But I don't know.
Maybe you should try it. Maybe it'll be different when you get mom stuff. Because there's a lot of stuff for parents and babies and moms and everything. Yeah. In fact, today, in the vlog we recorded today, I'm a little frustrated because I've been trying baby monitors, and every one of them that I try has sucked. Baby tech, there needs to be a new company just for baby tech. Because all the baby tech that I've tried, and people are like, oh, try this one. I'm like, it sucks. Like, one account that I had to sign up for this, like a baby monitor, like, piece of hardware that looked fine, the app, it said, do not use any, for the password for your account, do not use any special characters They couldn't even spell characters right. And I couldn't use special characters, like, characters that weren't letters. Or numbers, right? Special characters. I'm like, this is just... Chuck, gone, out. Tried the next one. Setup was horrific. I ended up finally getting it to work, and I got on the desktop. It says, "Sorry, we do not support your Mac browser." And I use Mac in screaming letters because they used capital MAC, like idiots. I'm like, if these engineers don't even know the difference between what a Mac computer is, what OS X is as a software or platform, either way, I was turned off. I'm like, this is done. I can't find a baby monitor that does not suck. But you know what? This toothbrush, I think, would make a baby monitor, a better baby monitor than half the baby monitors out there. Because it's got Darth Vader on it, and you use the bristles to brush your teeth, but it's got mostly Darth Vader on it. And you know it's Darth Vader because that side says Darth Vader. Not going to brush my teeth with this. Just a collectible. Got to set it right here. Thank you, Darth. So, I'm looking for good baby tech and not finding it at all. And that's frustrating me as someone who wants baby tech. I really do. Hardware looks good, but the software is ghastly. Horrible. Like, you know how babies scratch their eyeballs out? You got to put mittens on them? This is a real thing. They really scratch their eyes. I need that as well because I feel like that's what I'm going through in trying to get this technology set up. Horrific experiences. Absolute horrific experiences. So I have a feeling what we're going to do is jerry rig. I gave him that idea, by the way, the jerry rig stuff. I don't know if you remember that, but it was in a geek house. You should call it jerry rigged, and now he calls it jerry rigged. He'd forget it. You know who else didn't give me credit? William Shatner, Captain Kirk. He was complaining about not having a blog platform. I said, use Tumblr. He said, I don't like Tumblr because they didn't give me my account name. Someone's squatting on it. And I said, let me see what I can do. So I put William Shatner in touch with someone I know at Yahoo, and we ended up, connecting him with the right people at Tumblr. And so he got his Tumblr account, and he's talked about getting his Tumblr account. I didn't even get a thank you. William Shatner didn't even thank me for making the connection for him to get him the Tumblr account that he was complaining about. So I didn't see a thanks at all, and I would have seen it. Man, that really sticks in my craw when you do something like that. And you help someone like a Captain Kirk. I know he's not really Captain Kirk. I'm just saying he should have said thank you. But who am I to say what he should and should not do? I'm just saying it would have been nice. So back to Pinterest and moms and stuff. So maybe she'll give it a shot at some point in the future.
Maybe.
Well, I got off on a tear with baby and tech. This is all very relevant to TLDR, folks. Mm-hmm. This is life. It's technology. It's geekiness. Geek news, product views, answers you can use. I know there are people out there. I'm already sick of Chris talking about the baby. He should tell us more about iOS versus Android because he hasn't talked about it enough. All right, let me go ahead and move past the Darth Vader toothbrush. That's right. If you're that person, I'm making fun of you. But most people aren't that person.
Remember what happened yesterday?
Oh yeah, we don't want to do that again. All right, so let me go ahead and flip through this list of people. Really, patrons to give credit to. In fact, ProDad, if you see that domain there, one of our top patrons, I got to mention this as well. If you are looking for the top video stabilization tool, if you take video with like a GoPro, you may notice that the video is not that great, or it could be better. And you may be using default software. If you're looking for some of the better video I can't even say it. Better video stabilization tools right now. This is one of our top patrons here. They're offering 25% off any app right now at ProAdrenaline.com. Save 25%. If you have a GoPro, if you plan on getting a GoPro, if you shoot video with your smartphone, if you shoot video that needs video stabilization, and the default tools in your video editor aren't doing the trick, and most of them won't compared to professional software, this is it. This is the name in video stabilization. So 25% off right now, only until the end of the month. So if you plan on doing it, do it now. 25% off. Like, okay, or no, go ahead. Pay full price. But do not sit here and tell me that I never did anything to help you, or that our some of our patrons never did anything to help the community. 25% off. It's a great deal. Oh, okay, let me ask you this. When you need that tool, wouldn't it have been better to save 25%? It's up for you to decide, really. But I'm just saying. That is the name. The link is in the video description, as well as a link to all the other stuff that I've been talking about. I really meant to talk about this earlier, kind of sidetracked myself, but self-published authors earn more on Amazon than all big 5 publishers combined. Amazon can make you a lot of money if you're a self-published author. So it makes you kind of wonder, why are these publishers around? Why not just sell your information directly on Amazon? We did for a while. We had some ebooks there, but they didn't sell that well. Still, self-published authors. I mean, let me put it this way. Number one, your name could be there. You can. It's not really self-publishing, but you can see your name published in every TLDR. Become a patron at that level. ChrisPirillo.com. Let me go ahead and kick in the screensaver. Here. I don't care. Now, I care about you. Unless you're the one, you need to talk about iOS versus Android. The Star Wars. I don't care who wrote it. I mean, I do. It's George Lucas. But I'm saying, I don't care who published it. I just wanted to buy it. Who wrote it? I don't know. Who cares? Good Night, Darth Vader. I don't care who wrote it. I don't care who published it. I just want it. Make sense? Well, I do care who wrote it. I think Jeffrey Brown's done a great job with the series. Now, Al Yankovic. Why would I care that he went through this publishing company? I just want Al Yankovic's book. So, Amazon may be destroying the publishing industry. And this is not a stat from Amazon directly. Like I said, they're usually pretty quiet when it comes to putting out numbers. But that's big news. Self-published authors are making more than the big 5 publishers combined. Why go through a publisher these days? And I'll tell you this, having written books before, you don't make a lot of money, A, writing a book. B, the publisher, if you go publish, they will ask you for the marketing plan, and they will turn to you to get word out about the book. They're not going to help you at all. They're not. That's not what publishers do. They don't, and they won't. This is one of the reasons why I have not even bothered to write a book in recent years, because what's the point? It takes a lot of time, and I'd have to work to market it anyway. And I'm like, well, what if I don't make any, money and I've lost all that time? I hate to tell you, time doesn't pay bills. You got to figure out how you're going to make ends meet. And the more time you spend on something that isn't turning something around for you, what are you doing? So either way, I think this is big news. If you had been thinking about a book or writing something, don't go through a publisher necessarily. First, try doing it on your own. In fact, okay, I got to be careful about this, but I am working on a book, not a full-on book, but it's going to be a good book. It's going to be for geeks, and I think everyone out there is going to love it. It's going to be interactive for geeks. Trust me, you're going to love it. Hopefully, it'll be out at some point in the near future, but in the initial stages, we're not going to go through a publisher. We're just going to sell direct. And I cannot wait for you guys to see it. I really can't. At least the first version of it. And we'll see where it goes from there. Anyway, stay tuned for more. I forgot about that. Because it's not, we're getting there. We're inching towards the first version being published. Hopefully I can convince my partner in crime, Kelly, okay, so let's see if we can do it by the time baby Pirillo is born. That would be great to publish it that day. Yeah. Oh, did I just leak out some details? Geek, baby, book. What could Chris be working on? I wonder. Okay, I dropped enough clues. MIT, in case you wanted to learn photojournalism, they will teach you for free. You can take classes if you want. Some of them may be worth paying for, absolutely. But MIT will teach you photojournalism for free. That's big news. You got a camera, you want to use it, you want to be a photojournalist. They're gonna give you some lessons. In fact, I think this may be a good course for you to take even if you don't plan on being a photojournalist. Now, there's a difference between just taking pictures and being a photojournalist. You're there to tell a story impartially. And there's certain tips and hints and clues that you can pick up on. And taking a free course from MIT on photojournalism, how could you pass that up? Well, you can if you want. I'm just saying that it's there for you to get right now. Unless you don't want it. Which, again, look, I've given you so many gems today. Have I not?
Yes.
Jam-packed it, man. I'm all about jamming and packing. Yeah. I'm not packing tonight, though, because I'm not taking anything with me on my trip tomorrow. You can try the new Google Docs. Google is rolling out a new look for Google Drive. If you head to the link, it's a certain link in the video description. You can toggle the view state. Google Drive has been my go-to resource for document sharing, and it really hasn't been updated in terms of look. I mean, it's gotten better over time, just incrementally, but it's not been great. And more to my point of not being a great experience, when I use Google Docs or Google Drive, which is what I'm using right now to read the show notes, these show notes, all the patrons get access to ahead of time if they want to know what the hell I'm going to, or try to talk about in a broadcast. So I use it almost religiously. The app right now on iOS or even Android looks different from the web. So it just looks different. It's a bifurcated design experience. Well, Google and I/O, you might remember, talked about unifying the design ethos and made it, modal to whichever device you happen to be using to access the data. The new Google Drive or Google Docs layout, or the way it looks in a web browser on the desktop now, mirrors what it looks like on a pad or like a tablet type of computer. So it looks good. I'm pretty happy with it. And I don't think I'd flip back, if only because that's the way Google's going to be going with it. It doesn't work exactly the same. They've kind of moved functionality here, there, or wherever, but in terms of how I plan on using it, I think it'll work just fine. I'm really happy with that update coming out. So if you want to try it, you want to try the new Google Docs, you can right now. Give it a shot. I love Google Docs. And like I said, I'm even using it in this video. Like, that's how much I use it every single day. The glow of the blue. It's so blue. Actually, it's very white. It makes me look blue. Chris, you ask. Maybe you're asking, maybe you're not asking. When are you going to talk about Lego again? You've been asking. No one has, really. The new Lego AT-AT, I'll talk about it right now, can be pre-ordered at 14% off. You want to say, everyone says, Lego's so expensive. Okay, well, dude, just wait for the sales. 14%, you can save 14% on the new Lego AT-AT right now. The Hulk Lab Smash, that was like, what, 22% off today? Man, you guys, come on. I'm trying to save you money on awesome things. Yeah, I just want to scream and reach out and shake people when they tell me things that I've already answered and addressed. So yes, the new Lego AT-AT can be pre-ordered at 14% off. I was so excited I'm drooling. I'm salivating at the thought of that. Okay, so now you may ask, well, Chris, are you going to get the new Lego AT-AT? I'm fine with my Lego AT-AT, really. It's got like, what, almost 1 million views on YouTube or 500,000 views on YouTube in the other YouTube channel. People wonder why I, like Lego so much. Well, it tracks a hell of a lot better than half the tech crap I ever did or ever do. Because Lego is forever, including washing up on a beach in Cornwall, England. I had one guy tweet me, and I know he's not watching this video, a fan. But he tweeted me this morning and asked if I had heard about the new Weird Al Yankovic album. I should check it out. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to reply, but how do I reply to that? How do I reply to the thing that I've been talking about near incessantly for the past week? It's just funny because there's a lot of stuff for people to pay attention to, so I understand when I address something and people miss it. I don't hold that against anybody. I appreciate that he remembered me when he remembered Weird Al and wondered if I saw it. That was really nice of him. It's just that I have been talking about it incessantly for the past week, pretty much everywhere. Facebook, Google+, not Pinterest. Instagram. I Instagrammed. Yeah. Posted a really cool Instagram. No, I didn't. Never mind. I didn't. Do not bother.
Do not look.
Don't. My Instagram's pretty much full of suck. Really. That's
the Richard pic?
No, I didn't. I tweeted that, but I deleted the Richard pic.
Oh, you did?
I posted something that was. It was green, but also a little blue, if you know what I mean. It was fun. We had a zucchini and Diana's melons on the counter. I'm like, ooh! I'm in high school. I'm in a state of arrested development. I have not emotionally matured yet. And I hate to tell you, it's going to get worse as I get older. Like, the kid around me, we're going to be bouncing off each other like, ah-ha! 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 It's going to be nonstop fart. That's really TLDR. It's stay tuned for that. When the baby comes around, there's going to be a lot more poop.
Y'all are going to out-fart each other.
We will out-fart each other. Just as long as he doesn't fart, he or she.
Oh, yeah, he or she.
I say he sometimes, but we got to be careful.
I know.
Because we say she as well, but I think he is usually the default pronoun. People, it's definitely a boy. And other people, no, it's definitely a girl. Oh, they have girl things, but they have boy things too. We're going to keep you guessing. Until, we're not going to show you. I don't think we're going to, we'll have to tell you. If we reach 1,000 patrons, we'll tell you what we know, what we've been told, if we reach 1,000 by the time baby Pirillo is born. And that may be happening any day now. I hate to say that, but Diana's already had her first Braxton Hicks. She's been rubbing her belly here, so are you contracting again?
No, it gets tight.
Contracting. Yeah, that's what happens.
But not as hard as it was at night. That night was pretty tight.
Yeah. And then never mind. I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to say something and I can't remember what the hell I was going to say.
Oh, that the infant's skin is colored?
No, I wasn't going to say that, but I guess the infant skin has color now. All right, with that bit of news, I'm going to wrap up. Thank everybody for tuning in here. I'm going to go record I do 5 separate live, I do 10 live videos at least a week. 5 of them are Q&As with you and me. 4 of those are exclusive to patrons. 1 is for everybody. This one's exclusive to patrons. What about a second internet? Would I use a second internet? And that is an internet that's completely separate from the internet that we use today. And I've got some thoughts on that. Kind of touched on it last week, but I'll dive a little deeper. That's what those videos are really about, really for spending time with you based on the questions that you are asking me. Like, when are you going to play Cards Against Humanity again? I don't know, but this was a great game. I love this game. It's like one of my favorite games of all time. And we weren't even keeping score. This is an awesome... Dude, you got to be an adult. Like, you really have to be an adult. It is a party game for horrible people. You wonder why Barnacle Nerdgasm and I love this game. Well, come on. It's Barnacle's Nerdgasm and me. I mean, what we could... we're horrible people. Are we not?
And then you dragged me into it.
Well, you did a great job.
Did I?
Yeah, because he would have won the second game. I think I would have won the first one.
Yeah.
We stopped keeping score.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thanks for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, not sharding, becoming a patron, watching even more of our videos right now on this channel, the vlog YouTube channel, Diana's YouTube channel. We're the YouTubes all over the place. Hope to see you in Seattle for Vlogger Fair in less than a month's time. I'm hosting it for you, and we'll have 2,000 people there, I know. So hopefully you're one of those 2,000 people. Would love to meet you in person. If not there, then potentially somewhere else in the galaxy. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. We'll see you later.